there are going to be some issues when you add xAPI. It can do all these great things, and people get excited about the great things they can do. And then sometimes going to actually implement it, we get into, wait, this is really a lot of data. And it's more than people were expecting. So sometimes you do have to think about how much storage are you really going to need for this. And if it's going to be a huge amount of data, maybe that affects how you want to think about tenancy. And do you need multiple LRSs and an LRS to just to segment the data? And going back to profiles again, and the difference between a data model and information model, how are you actually going to get information from the data? I really think profiles is the answer there, but you have to at least think about that and have some sort of answer, because otherwise you're just going to have all this data and not know what to do with it. It's a very useful property, I'd say, of xAPI, that it has a journal of data as opposed to continually updating, like in SCORM, what is the score for this attempt? We might write a new statement about how someone has scored. Dealing with that can get a little tricky though, because you might need to look at the last one. And also there become questions about what is the last one when you're dealing with a stream of data. So you have to expect that you're going to get that stream. And then I'm just going to touch on that brings up this rewind problem, that there's this thing called voiding statements, and we can actually go back and say this statement that happened a while back, we didn't mean it. So then what does that mean if you're ingesting this stream of statements and a statement in the past it no longer is applicable? You really ought to go back and replay those statements depending on how you're interpreting them. So that's the rewind problem.